you all know, trying to get pregnant, especially at 40, can be quite hard. There is this simple remedy I discovered that helped me increase and boost my CM. And by CM, I mean my cervical mucus. This remedy can actually increase your chances of hyper ovulating. Yeah, follow me to the kitchen. Let me show you this simple remedy and how it is done. Yeah, so in my previous video, I talked about how I was able to track my ovulation with a BBT chart. Another way I tracked my ovulation is by checking on my cervix. Yes, you can be able to pinpoint when you're ovulating by checking on the position of your cervix. It can be a little tricky, but if you're someone who is quite observant and is good in reading your body, you can be able to pinpoint when you're ovulating like me. Yes, as I approach ovulation, my cervix tends to swell up and become softer and more moist. I even tend to feel a little opening in the mouth of the cervix. I believe that happens so as to allow semen to go in. But after my ovulation, I won't feel or be able to feel it again. It just seems to go up higher back to the uterus or something. The only downside to this is that it is not everybody that knows how to read their body well. And again, tracking the position of your cervix takes some practice. If you're new to it, it will take you some couple of months for you to understand it. So I will suggest you stick to a BBT chart where you can get an increase or spike after you have ovulated, or use OPKs, which is accurate in detecting luteinizing surge, or LH surge for short. Another ways you can track your ovulation or your fertile window is by tracking your cervical fluid. You should be on the lookout for a slippery, clear like egg white discharge. It's clear in color like egg white. This discharge, as we all know, is called cervical mucus. I normally experience this slippery discharge 2 days to my ovulation day. Normally, your cervical mucus changes throughout your menstrual cycle, like few days after my period finishes. I notice a whitish discharge. Like on my cycle day 7, that's after my period, the discharge looks like somehow creamy. But starting from cycle day 12, I will start seeing the slippery cervical egg white mucus. I usually notice this after using the toilet. Now, when you see this, it indicates that you are in your ovulation, in your fertile window. This mucus helps and makes it easy for sperm to swim to meet an egg when you're ovulating. Now, there are different colors and types of cervical mucus. The one you should be looking out for if you're trying to conceive is the slippery egg white. It's not everybody that experiences these cervical mucus changes in their menstrual cycle. Like, I don't see that every month, but when I was a bit younger, it happens to me every month. But you know, as we age, our body tends to change. As we get older, we may have fewer days of cervical mucus, or it may not even be present during our cycle, or the quantity and quality of our mucus may be affected. Sometimes the cervical mucus remains at the watery stage due to hormonal changes or hormonal imbalance. Though this is not the case for everyone, all of this will vary significantly from person to person. In my own case, I experienced dryness during my TTC journey. Sometimes, even if it's present, it's just watery and is not a good sign. It shows that the environment will be hostile for the semen to swim through. So now I'll be showing you guys how I was able to boost and increase my cervical mucus. I'll be showing you guys the tips and tricks I used to increase my cervical mucus and was able to get pregnant at 40 years. Cervical mucus is important for conception. Fertile cervical mucus, sometimes referred to as egg white, is needed to help sperm survive and swim from the cervix into the uterus and eventually the fallopian tubes. There are certain conditions that can cause our semen to dry up, like hormonal imbalance, or even when we come off from birth control pills. Also, age can also cause dry semen. Douching also can wash away or strip off our semen that are beneficial for getting pregnant. Now, this simple remedy I want to show you guys that can help increase your semen is nothing other than okra. Yes, okra. Some English speaking countries call it ladies' fingers. Okra is rich in vitamin A and C, is rich in folate and fiber, is also an antioxidant. The antioxidant found in okra has been found to reduce inflammation and neutralize harmful toxins and free radicals. All you have to do is get like 6 pieces of okra and wash them. Cut them or dice them into a smaller chunks. Then add them into a bowl. Add some water, like 2 cups of water. For example, I'm using 6 pieces of okra. The quantity of water you will add depends on how many pieces you're using. Like if you will be using for 1.5 liters of water, then you will use like 12 pieces of okra. On this video, I'm using only 6 pieces of okra, so I'm using half a liter of water. Close the lid and leave the remedy for a day or two. Put it in a refrigerator so that the okra nutrients infuses into the water very well. Then after a day or 2 days, depending on your choice. Now this is the okra infused water. I left mine in the refrigerator for 2 days. For this remedy, all you have to do is sieve it out and take a glass cup once daily. You will have to start immediately you finish your menstruation. The best time to take it is either first thing in the morning or last thing before bed. Do it for 1 week for 7 days. Do not take after ovulation. Continue with your prenatals. You don't need to stop your prenatals while taking this. Just continue with it while you're taking this and after you're done taking this. I hope that this helps someone. Thank you for watching my video. In my next video, I'll be talking about supplements I use to nourish my egg health and also the supplement that helped me get pregnant at 40 years. Yes, because as we grow older, our egg quality tends to diminish. So stay tuned. Bye.